Wow. Wow. It's so amazing that God created different languages in the world. And all the people groups in the world that God created. And if you hear poetry in your language, so deep like this, is so amazing. He's a very gifted young man who's here. And we thank God for that. So, and when I went through, I was just scared about this. A city rising above limitations. It means there are possibilities in life, but there are limitations. And I must say to you tonight that those limitations as far. I'm going to speak about these 5 limitations that I found in the scriptures that limits people. If you can break through those limitations, ageko ozokbamba. Actually, I think maybe tonight being a time to thing and motivate. You see, the problem with the motivation is that it's like putting a petrol, no matter how expensive is that petrol, in a car. No mufake petrol brain. If that car does not have an engine, it is useless. That's what motivation does. It gives you petrol, but it still needs skills to live. The engine is key. But I find you see, the Bible is not full of miracles. The Bible is full of principles to live by. And all of us were looking for miracles. No. The Bible is full of principles. Actually, in the book of John, the Bible says that miracles happen so that people may know that Jesus is Lord. So miracles are for non-believers. But abundant life is for Christians. When they follow the principles, those principles are very key. And all of us, sofuna miracles. Sikobisi oil sifuna. Sipuza manzi sifuna. And looking at the wrong side. Because a miracle is a once-off event of introducing Jesus to non-believers. But principles, they bring abundant life. And we've missed that part of abundant life. That's why Jesus came. He says, I came that you may have life and have it abundantly. You see, as I study and I read the Bible, I realize, Ogote, when we aim for God, we aim here, but God is not there. I must stand that the Kulungulu are so high, so amazing. Uting is zile, good nibe do pila, got to pila, nibe nako, running over. That's what he came for. That meant life. And the question, are you living an abundant life? And I'm going to talk about those limitations that makes us to not live the abundant life. And immediately when I talk about this, immediately I can read in your mind right now, when I said abundant life, immediately you're thinking money. No. Money follows those who live the abundant life. Yes, immediately you're thinking Porsche, you're thinking cars. Those things is nothing. Can I tell you that All of us here, you own nothing. I don't own this suit. I don't own anything. I thought mina nginandaba nempahla ke yabo. Ndawuzwa la person do you know how much is that suit you're wearing? Huh? That suit is 10,000. Mina bangiphile mina ngithi my price. Mina nginandaba nayo. Bampista tool but 9,000 rand. Oh, ngempela we've bought 9,000 rand bengisithenge leso sicathulo. But what you need to understand, no one owns nothing here, right here. God owns everything absolutely. You are just a steward of God's ownership. You see, if you die in your car, immediately babiza abantu basamashoda mkhipheni ngespeed akho right ukuthi ahlale kule moto. It shows that you don't own it. Ufele endlini yakho noma ingaba itriple bathi kanti baphi labantu basemoshari bangazoma bakhipha kuphi? Akuseyakho because you don't own it. Mone washe lihle. What do? Kikhiphan le washa akakwazi uhamba. So you own nothing. Nale rogo lakhe lihle abangcwabi ngalo bakwenze sisifociye nje into emhlophe bakufake yona bakhumule lelo rogo lakho ngoba you own nothing. You are just a steward. And we think we own. We don't. You don't own nothing. You are a steward of relationships. You are a steward of influence. You are a steward of power. You are a steward of money. Umuntu wami kuphi ngoba mawuqeda ukushona uthatha omunye. You own nothing. You own nothing. And God, when you come to heaven, is going to ask you of the stewardship of these things that I've counted. He gives you fame and says, what did you do with the fame that I've given you? Let me say this, Pastor Lan. Every relationship that God gives you, He does not give you for your own enjoyment. You must listen. He gives you for you to grow. Relationships are not meant for you to be happy. They're meant for you to. That's why they get tough, so that you grow. So you throw them when they get tougher. But they're meant for you to coolies. For His kingdom. When you have fame, it's fame for His. You are a steward. When you have power, it's power for His. You are just a steward. When you have money or resources, you have them for His. You are just a. I think it will be important before we attempt to talk about limitations and talk as says, original. Goes umuntu athi mina ngifuna original, ngifuna makoya. Asithola any original ke. You know, ukuthi original kahle. Yayinama limitations in. You know. Therefore singakhuluma ngokunye. Malifuna sithola from original ukuthi benama limitations in. Let's go in the book of Genesis. I think we took about 6 months just doing Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2 in the church, just taking things out and breaking things and putting them together. You know, I say to many people, you know, one thing the enhle ngisaya ngabazalwane enengicasulayo futhi ukuthi kunalento enibiza revelation. Ngithola isambulu lelela ngiyokusiza ngespeed before kuba confused. iBhayibheli leli li revelation, awudinga enye revelation. Nangizwa? Awudinga iBhayibheli leli i revelation period. it reveals the mind of God. Lamazula. You're gonna throw this Greek word, rima, and logos. Just don't confuse yourself, okay? Stay to Lendo Yazuya, just don't be confused by those things, you know. The Bible is God's revelation to man, what God is thinking. In theology, we says, it's God who created the world. And when he created it in the world does not define him, but he defines the world. Where he created time, but time does not control him. He controls time. He created sense. Sense does not control him. He controls sense, because God lives beyond sense. What is sensible to you? What logo sensible? You have not even started. When I'm I created time. I'm not controlled by I'm not controlled by that. I live beyond time. Science says everything exists between space and time. Everything. That's the mistake you're saying. Okay, it's right. Maybe they're right. No? But God is not part of everything. God exists beyond space and time. He created everything from nothing. But what is matter? Matter is anything that occupies. That you say high school, Konya say university. Lay as high school, Konya say university. But doesn't matter. So, God is not matter. But he created matter. But he comes and intervenes on matter. Ume etand. Atoli matter is shalel. Bese angit bati matter, it cannot be destroyed, it cannot be formed, it changes its form. Atole I liquid. Ayivule partner. I intervene part when matter. I think ati mayivule yenze njani ivule. I intervene kweni ku matter. Atoli matter is mele ahambe phezu kwayo because he rules over matter. But this is liquid, it's not solid, you can't walk on it. Science says you can't walk on it because it is liquid. But umnikazi we matter oyidalile lenze njani ahambe phezu kwani kwe matter. So God intervened in what is created. Akahluleki. So ngiyafunda la. Genesis chapter 2. Into chapter 1, sorry. Verse 1 is God said. Can you say God said? Can you say God said? Can you say God said? Just for a while, can you say God said? We are was good to eat Elisani eating. We are was good to buy a sitting, but you cannot say God said. God said, let us make man in our image and in our likeness. Hey, this is a solution if you want to apply it, but I'm just going to go through quickly. Let us make man in our own image and our likeness. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock of all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them. And he said to them, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and every living creature, that thing that moves on earth. Let us make man in our own image. Asilungisele image qala. uNkulunkulu akafani nani njengoba nila. Yabani la akafani. Niyamcabanga nje uNkulunkulu, mase sicabanga image kaNkulunkulu afana nani nonke. Enye khoho ke manje. Siriyasabeka. Sisho lo uNkulunkulu lo wenze ngale image. Abanye nibafishana, abanye nibade, abanye ne-reverse omhlaba, abanye nama-hexene, abanye ngathi indlovu yosithela. Manje uNkulunkulu obafana nobani la? Asilungisele image kaNkulunkulu. uJohn uyashela uthi uNkulunkulu ungumoya. uNkulunkulu yini bazalwane? So the image that God created, image kabani? Come on class, image ani? Okay, asenza so. Ngicela abantu abawu 3.